galaxy is burning. Brother fights brother, and treason splits the Imperium of man. This is the Age of Darkness. Welcome to the Remembrancers Retreat, coming to you from within the depths of the Vengeful Spirit.
I object to that, just saying. Could have happened.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Remembrancers Retreat, a Warhammer 30k Horus Heresy Specialist Games podcast. My name is Jesse. I'm here today with myself, Caro, and Jared.
Hey.
Hello.
We're chilling out at Jared's, drinking some of his fine mixed drinks, and just taking a look at what's been showing up in the Horus Heresy.
We're getting a new box set, guys.
No, guys, we gotta start off with the fact the Heresy is dead. There will never be anything else but the box set.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of other things.
It's
Do people even play 30k anymore?
I barely
No.
do.
I mean,
Been playing a lot of Titanicus.
I mean, yeah, I don't think I played. I want to say, Caro, the last time we played was like pre-pandemic.
probably. Then we moved in the place we were at. I don't think we ever played.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't. But I played a match with Michael, one of our buddies, Michael, about 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yes, you played 2 matches even, didn't you?
One was a 40k.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember now.
But I played Horus Heresy, and man, I gotta say, it's fun, but it feels so outdated as far as the game goes.
It's okay because we're going to get a new rule set, guys. It's going to happen. 2 Wound Marines. It's gonna be a thing. Convinced?
Now, that being said, it's still a fun game, but it could definitely need some brush up.
It's dated. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it just kind of happens, but yeah, it's time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Titanicus with its alternating activations.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, it has been, you got your rule book, so it's time for something new to come.
It's true. Now the Dark Angels are here, and finally the pandemic is starting to break. It's just a perfect time to roll out a new rule set and completely invalidate all of it.
Yeah.
Everything, yeah.
That sounds about right.
You got
Yeah.
too many things. We need to crush that joy.
Too many
Squash it down.
monsters.
I mean, the first Legion comes last, that's fine.
But I'm excited, because in addition to the leaks today that showed up, that's why I had to pull the emergency buttons. Like, we got to record something now.
Yeah.
So sorry to our listeners who have past week or two have been super busy and hadn't been able to get an episode out, but we are here now for you.
And we have juicy things.
Yeah, so let's talk about what came out this week on the Warhammer community website, the Legion Dispatch. We have a model, finally, for Argel.
No. For the one, the only, and the bestest of the men, Argel.
He's not that good.
He's really freaking amazing.
It's okay. He's the most likable word bearer, but
I mean, to be fair, he's the only likable.
that is such a low bar.
No, he's the only likable word bearer, and he
Yeah.
has the best bromance.
Narek is good.
You know, I actually really don't know him, I have to
Oh,
admit.
dude.
Is he with John?
Yeah. Old Earth.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't read that one yet, no.
Oh, dude, that's such a good one. That's like top 5 for me.
You know, since I
think he shows up at the end of Unremembered Empire, too.
Yes. I think he shows up at the beginning. Like, he's like,
He's in that book with,
yeah, he like
talk
teleports
about
on there and McCrag and he does stuff. No,
Man.
and Narek's the shit. Oh, no, wait. Vulcan lives. That's where he shows up
kind
first.
of showed up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he shoots that Iron Hands sniper. And it was a thing. I don't know. I hated that book. But Narek was like the one thing that didn't suck about that book.
But we have way more important things about that. We have Argel, and oh god, his model is amazing.
It is
looks really good.
shockingly violent for a GW model.
Right, it is.
It's
Yeah,
very,
he's-
very aggressive.
He has
They
a
have guts.
upper torso and the rest of the guys on the floor.
No, they're playing baseball.
Oh, yes.
yeah.
As ADB said, he's pitching to Karn.
I mean,
Caught it, Daddy.
it's a bromance, not that kind of romance.
But yeah,
Sheesh.
it looking awesome, like very demonic, awesome
yeah.
wings. Kind of sad that he doesn't have the Guardian Spear.
I was a little surprised by that, too.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't.
Maybe that could be like an option. Instead of holding the torso, he's got a Guardian Spear, too, in his left hand.
That'd be cool. If not, like we can always customize them
Oh, yeah, I'm sure somebody's going to do that.
easily.
That's
I've seen them out there
smart, I think.
right now. People have made their own.
I think Robbie's done
Yeah.
that, hadn't he?
Robbie's done it.
Yeah.
I've talked about doing it.
No, Argel, this model is really, really good. the split hooves, the additional joints, the split ceramite, the meat kind of in being in there with the armor, it's really, really freaking good.
He's hulked out.
Yeah, it's very unsettling.
It's funny, it threw me off. I didn't realize how close to the Serrated Suns and the Thousand Suns emblems look, because for a split second, I was like, that looks like a Thousand Suns emblem.
Oh,
Yeah, that's...
Damn, you're right.
But then I was like, that makes the Serrated Suns.
Yeah.
But pretty funny.
And wow, yeah.
But looking forward to get a 360 view of this guy.
Yeah, definitely.
And he's got a Mark II Ultramarine. So,
Which,
we'll probably see some of that stuff in the future.
yeah, maybe we get some actual Mark II action, which beefier Mark IIs
They
would
have
be.
the CADs and the STLs.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, if you keep all those Ultramarines half, it's fine, I guess. Then they can have them. No?
Nobody likes the Ultramarines.
I mean, if you have an Ultramarine army, dear listener, I'm sorry. I'm sure it looks amazing, but
We're not sorry. You're basic.
well,
we all are kind of basic.
You like the missionary position. Your favorite restaurant is Applebee's.
You have... No. You sleep with your socks on.
The medium salsa is too spicy for you.
You know what
sorry, Mac.
You know how we
Not
call
sorry.
those? You know how we call those people in German? Lauwarmduscher. Warm water showerer.
Not hot water. Not
No,
cold.
No, warm.
Not go crazy,
Lukewarm.
guys.
Lukewarm water. Okay, anyways.
All right. Well, I'm going to keep my Zone Mortalis ideas completely under wraps for the rest of this episode.
I'm going to make so much fun of you, Jesse. No, but
Just accept
those
that
wings,
it's going to happen.
Yeah.
those wings, man. Everything about Argel down to the horn is really well done. I mean,
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing
He's a beefy boy.
the unpainted, the resin model, too.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, they did a really good paint job on this guy. Mm-hmm. Like, I know, like, a year or two ago, they felt like they were having some not quite robust...
The Space Wolves.
They didn't have quite robust paint jobs on these featured models, but looks like they've really stepped it up a notch.
I mean, the eye glow is really good.
Yeah.
So, that is exciting. And also, today, on the website, so there's leaks. Kyle also sent us a message showing this. Thank you, on our Facebook. You can find us at RR30K Podcast on Facebook and Instagram. But got some serious leaks here, guys. Because, let's see, what does this... We've got basically 2 armies. Looks like a starter set of the Sons of Horus and the Imperial Fists. And Mark 6 armor. We have some Cataphracti Terminators. We have what looks to appear to be a new Contemptor Dreadnought. And what appears to be also a new plastic Spartan. Where I'm assuming it's plastic. It's pretty sure it's plastic.
It's plastic.
It has to be plastic, otherwise...
They're not going to stick a $180 resin model in.
But it definitely
Inside of
is.
plastic.
It's definitely a new model.
And I bet it's what it's not included in the set.
Yeah, because like
No.
it has. I'm sure it's in the box. It has to be in the box. I can't imagine them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine them not throwing that in there. It's probably going to be one of those chonky boxes, like
Yeah.
$250 US boxes.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Yeah, so it definitely looks like a new plastic Spartan because I'm seeing different unique molding on the front.
Yeah.
On the top, Jared Mazul on our Discord pointed out that there is rivets on the tracks, which you don't see those on the resin ones.
Oh, yeah, true.
So that'll be exciting to have a plastic Spartan. The Cataphractii, they don't... Why did I say Cataphractii? Cataphractii, that's how I pronounce it, typically. Looks like the old ones that came from the Betrayal at Calth.
Yeah, the arms are looking exactly the same.
I mean,
Same stances, same poses.
Yeah.
Why change something if it already was awesome?
Oh, yeah, honestly.
Yeah, the dice on the picture, there's also scatter die, so it doesn't look like blast markers are going to go away. If this is inferring that there's a new edition coming along with a box set. I will also point out this doesn't look like it's going to be a board game alongside of it as well, because there's no
Nobody.
there's no like a game board like you see in the
Yeah,
previous ones.
That's a good point.
Both Betrayal at Calth and Burning Prospero had game boards.
I
Why
feel like
on earth would you?
I feel like they gave up the illusion of it's gonna be a board game.
I think they've come to realize that we're not here for your game. We're here for the models.
Yeah, nobody cares.
No. We're here.
Off.
They're here for the game, just not for the game they wanted to sell you.
Yeah.
Well, they wanted to try it. Maybe they were trying stuff out, seeing what sticks.
Yeah, just throw it at the wall. If it's al dente, it sticks. That one was not al dente.
These Mark 6 look amazing. See, we got sergeants with power fists and plasma pistols. Got a Vox.
Yeah.
The Vox looks really cool on the backpack of one of the tacticals.
And the chainsaw bayonets.
Chainsaw bayonets.
Oh,
Yep.
I didn't even see it.
And that's even just the Vexilla looks way cooler than the standard ones that have been in previous kits.
It's a little bit more.
Yeah.
I don't think it's quite as extra. It looks pretty similar to me, but I don't have one in front of me to compare it to.
Yeah.
The little like wings on either side of the central emblem, and the skull looks bigger, and there's some scroll work underneath.
Yeah,
it's got more going on than the previous ones.
Gotcha.
So you can shoot at it easily, really.
Yeah. Let's be honest.
Be brave, be shot at.
But let's see. I'm trying to get a good idea of what is in there. Looks like we might have maybe 30 tacticals.
I would guess.
Looks like there's 2 tactical squadrons of Sons of Horus against 1 Imperial Fist one.
And they look, rogue tradery in a good way.
Yeah, no, I love a Mark 6 beaky.
Yeah, they look the right side of cool, but also goofy.
And I can't get a good look at the HQ units. But they're definitely unique.
Yeah. So you got the Imperial Fist guy has definitely got like a Volkite Serpenta. And in one of the zoomed out shots, he's holding up what looks like a sword.
Yeah.
I can't tell a damn thing about the
I don't even know what it looks like.
Yeah, that is a gray blur.
But as far as the plastic Mark 6, there's also been talk and over the course of the day of, are we looking at true scaled Marines?
So, I pulled out a Cataphractii Terminator and a
Mark 4.
Yeah, it was a standard Mark 3.
Yeah.
I don't think they're true scale. I think they're normal proportioned.
Proportion with the rest of the
with
Heresy line.
The previous lines. I don't think they're breaking any new ground in that regard. I might be wrong.
So you got those with you right now?
Yeah, so I got one of my Terminators here. I got a bog standard tactical Marine. Contradict me if you will, but I feel like they're proportionally the same as in the pictures. Roughly the same height, just Cataphractii's broader.
Yeah, it's hard. It's also hard to tell with the angle of the pictures.
It is.
I'm not gonna lie, the quality a little bit too.
It looks like the Mark 6 might stand up just a hair bit taller, but this guy that you have, he's in a battle stance.
Yeah.
The one in front looks like he's walking forward and he's mid-step.
It's true.
But these are definitely new. They're definitely not resin.
No.
Mark 6, which their resin Mark 6 are so funky.
Yeah.
Their legs are all over the place.
And they're just spindly. These guys look like they filled out a bit.
Which people are complaining a little bit because, one, the internet loves to complain. But Mark 6, we wanted Mark 2.
Cry into your pillow.
I'm willing to bet we're going to see more Marks than just this now.
Yeah.
Because I will agree, the Mark II Forge World, things are spindly as heck.
Yeah, they are. So, if we get some plastic Mark II, you won't hear me complaining. But, I mean, come on. New Heresy content. Everybody's wanted a new box set for, 3 years now.
I'm happy to see something.
Yeah.
I'm happy to see something different like Mark 6 as opposed to Mark 2 because Mark 3 it kind of fits that bill for a lot of stuff for the most part.
Yeah.
As far as general size, so
old school feel. I mean, the Mark 6 looks,
I'm looking forward. Yeah, I'm looking forward. Man, White Scars would be pretty fun to make with this.
They would be.
That would be, yeah.
I'm sure Raven Guard players are,
ecstatic.
A quiver. As you should be.
Sure. I didn't think about Raven Guard, but just because I paint black all the time already, so it's kind of one of those legions I never really think about.
Yeah, yeah.
How about more of the same?
Yeah.
Not to say that Raven Guard can be fun, apart from them being horrible loyalists.
Raven Guard are great, and you're wrong.
That's what you believe, honey.
Great as a legion and great on the table.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they're great on the table, yeah.
Love to see some Emperor's Children in Mark 6.
That could be really good.
And I still have a box of World Leader Creaming.
But yeah, depending on what the HQs are, because again, it's really hard to tell how generic. They look fairly generic. At least the Imperial Fist one looks generic.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
But I mean, this straight up is a nice army in a box.
So,
again,
something that will probably get our trader players nice and salty is it looks like you've got, Aquila or some sort of, Imperial emblems on the doors of the Spartan.
Mm-hmm.
So those that might be just a touch or a transfer, but they look 3D to me.
yeah, like the let's see, the zoom in. Yeah, so the eagle on the side looks like it has the Aquila with the lightning bolts, which is really cool.
So, maybe you're an Emperor's Children player, or, maybe you're going to deface it if you're playing Word Bearers or something.
Right.
I can't make out at all what's on the front door.
Yeah, it could be like the Titanicus where they have loyalist and traitor,
Yeah, that's what I
That's a good
expect.
point.
accessories.
Yeah.
Which that'd be very easy
Yeah.
if you just want to throw Eyes of Horus on everything, which I'm not sure if it depends.
Yeah.
If they would just have some blank ones.
They'll have
just out
blank
of-
ones too, just like
yeah.
the Titanicus.
Yeah, right. They did
Yeah.
a really good job there. Hopefully they're going to carry it over.
But, I brought this up earlier. The choice of the two legions leads me to believe that they will have some sort of Siege of Terra content,
Definitely.
maybe a black book, maybe some kind of special treatment.
Yeah. Or if they do a 2.0, the start of...
Yeah,
I don't know if they'd start with the Siege of Terra, though. That's the thing.
well,
But at the same time, they could go all over the place.
yeah, they're, it would coincide with the release of the novels.
That's true.
Which would be nice. Granted,
Kind of like how they did with Prospero.
yeah. There's as many places as you could want to go with, 30K in the Heresy, and but this is one of the only times where you see Sons of Horus fighting Imperial Fists.
Yeah,
is
that's because
Siege of Terra.
Yeah,
So maybe.
that's a good point. Let's talk about that Contemptor. I love that rocket launcher on top.
He is
Oh, yes.
hot stuff.
He's got a twin-linked autocannon, power fist.
Yeah.
At first, I thought it was the same plastic Contemptor that we've seen before.
I hope
But
not.
then some people point out, look at the knees. The knees are different.
Yeah,
and that
they
was
are.
a full set.
Yeah.
The torso and the legs were all one piece.
Mm-hmm.
And looks
I mean,
like
be fair, this plastic Contemptor got a lot of people into it, but yeah. It's going to be nice
just
if there's
was
something
not-
different.
There's I get the sentiment of not wanting to be too dynamic, to give people a chance to convert and do fun things and to be interchangeable with all the other legions. But
there was the legs.
it was just static. It was just
completely it felt
vanilla.
It
Like,
looked
it felt like a 90s kit.
Yeah, if you only wanted to paint Ultramarines dreadnoughts, I feel like that would be...
it was more like
too.
a sarcophagus.
Sarcophagus.
Yeah, that word. Like a song.
Sarcophagus, I like that.
I mean, it just was there. You had something inside which used to live, kind of lived. But yeah, this seems like there's more to do with it.
Yeah, the arms look like you could interchange them with the previous ones too. Because you did have the nice weapon options with the other hand. Because you had the Melta,
Yeah.
you had the Kiris, you had the Power Fist.
You did.
There's no need to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah, the Power Fist, I have to look. The Power Fist looks different.
Oh.
I could be wrong. Again, I don't have it with me, but looks like this one actually has some big fingers to it.
Yeah.
But I'm really digging that missile launcher on the top too. Because it's funny because I never really saw in my head, never thought to see it like curved like that.
No, it's perfect.
But it works really well.
Yeah. And Stephen pointed out, that's like a, $20 little add-on that they're just giving you. So for the money,
Yeah, well,
that's going to be a great...
We don't know how much it's going to be.
I think he's just referring to, the
That's
basic
Forge
World
Oh, that's true.
components at this point. But yeah, assuming that becomes its own kit, I mean, that's going to be a great, value for money.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, yes. Yeah, I know this is going to ruffle some feathers. But having just, since 40K 9th edition, whatever edition they're on, I haven't even played a 40K game in many years. But I did pick up a bunch of the Primaris models. The Indomitus box came out. I thought, those are really cool models. I got a whole Primaris army just sitting in my garage doing nothing right now.
Sure.
But looking at the 40K rule set and the treatment the Space Marines got in it, and, having very little experience in modern 40K, I do like the treatment that Space Marines got, and I love the 2-wound Space Marines. I think it adds a whole lot.
Yeah.
I do kind of hope that 30K goes in that direction at least a little bit. Oh. Not necessarily with doing away with blast templates or anything, because I think those are cool, and I think they add a lot, and I think there's something missing with the way 40K does just the D6 hits automatically. That just doesn't seem
doesn't feel the same.
Yeah. There's something kind of visceral about okay, I got this tech marine here and he's going to hit 10 guys, eat a dick.
Yeah. So that being said, they tweaked it in 9th where depending on how big the unit is, you can also by default hit more models.
Oh,
as
really?
Default. Yeah.
Okay. See, that's cool. That's cool.
Like horde armies and stuff, you don't roll that 1d6. You automatically hit a certain amount of times.
Really?
Or I think you even max out.
Okay.
But
getting a little bit of that action on the 30K guys, I think, as somebody who played a lot of militia back pre-pandemic, if we're wanting to have the fluff reflected on the tabletop, I should not have been able to do a lot of the stuff I was doing.
But yeah, and it depends, because if you put 2 wounds on every Space Marine, that game suddenly feels like, I have a feeling that game would suddenly turn twice as long. And a lot of
it might,
if they don't do something with how damage is dealt out.
Mechanics and stuff.
The thing I do like about 8th and 9th is the fact that there are variable damages output depending on the weapons. I like that granularity it has.
Yes, I think that's a really good idea. I think it would... just looking at the 9th weapon lists, autocannons are scary. Heavy bolters are scary. Stuff that 30K players just kind of roll their eyes at and say, well, ignore, don't want that, don't want that, don't want that. All of a sudden would become a very viable option on the tabletop.
Not to mention how they affect armor saves and whatnot.
Yeah.
Too, which is vastly different, because I don't think we necessarily need to reinvent the wheel of Horus Heresy.
No, absolutely not.
It's a good, solid system, but there's definitely some things that can be made better, I feel.
Yes. I think the progressions in, honestly, 40K, like every other game, like 40K, Necromunda, AT, give a little dash of that, the alternating activations, instead of AP values, armor modifiers. So we're not just ignoring an armor save.
Because I played a little bit again with, like I said, with Michael. Played some 40K. Brought sisters, and I brought a handful of Iron Warriors that I have.
Okay.
And some of the things in the system are really cool. Like suddenly cover matters again for a Space Marine. Like things that in normal Horus Heresy, you only jump into cover if there's an AP2 weapon out there.
Yeah. Little mechanics like that put it into 30K and then give people alternating activations, I think is a fantastic idea. So you're not sitting for an hour while your opponent removes your models.
I'm not sure if we'll see that.
Probably not.
Because I think 40K is still a you go, I go system as well.
Yeah.
But
it'd be a good idea, GW. Please.
Would make it more dynamic instead of having to wait around.
Yeah.
And I'll say that's also a thing in 9th edition where you have all the stratagems and stuff. And it's a little rough because you have access to all the stratagems of your army at all the time, which is pretty overbearing.
It's a lot.
Typically, you'll just pick a handful that you use, but then you run into other situations that you think, hang on, let me read through here. I think I have something for this. Not a huge fan of that, but if you're able to select a set at the start for your army.
I mean, couldn't you also make it random? Like with the warlord traits, or would that be too much?
I feel like it'd be too much with so many they have.
Cut them down, make them random.
But I would love also to have selectable warlord traits instead of rolling. Because
Amen.
then you can really start to affect your army building.
Yeah.
I'd hate to see it get pigeonholed into just one or two warlord traits that everyone uses, but if they balance them enough to have cool things,
Depending.
or pay points for them, was another thing I was thinking of.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, if they're really good, then
Ones that seem fairly weaker or not quite as effective, less points.
Yeah, yeah.
or you're free.
But I'm excited. It's nice
really,
to see something fresh, especially in this scale.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm really hoping, because typically way Games Workshop has been acting over the past year or so, is if there is a leak, they put the release out, they put the full press out like the week within a week.
Yeah, yeah.
They usually don't let it just linger for a couple months like they used to.
Hey, they learned from the internet. It moves on fast. If you don't do something about it, nobody's going to care once you release it.
But, if we're getting a plastic Spartan, maybe we'll get a plastic Rhino or, plastic Land Raider Proteus. And there's a lot of stuff out there.
Life in plastic is fantastic.
It's true. But yeah, the sisters practically have a full Demos Rhino.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you only need a few pieces here and there.
80% there.
Yeah.
Give plastic Space Marine Outrider bikes, plastic scimitar jet bikes. God. Just looking at
some of the bikes are some of the models are so expensive.
Yeah. I don't have it handy, but it's like $50 a bike or something to do the scimitars. It's like, come on, guys, make that economically viable for your average player. Sure. And I think you're going to draw a lot of people in.
But I hope this leads to seeing more generic stuff in plastic.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that will probably work out well, sort of like the Necromunda and the Titanicus, where the standard units are all in plastic, and if you want something special, we have the Forge World boutique items to throw in. And that,
I don't think anybody's wanting a plastic fell blade, but
but special characters and things like that, obviously. And
keep those in resin by all means. But if you can, I think that's going to really do them a lot of favors. And even, with 40K players, every one of those, except for the Spartan, I think every other one is, on the Space Marine army lists for 40K.
And I think you can take Spartans as relics in 40K too.
Okay. So yeah.
And otherwise, they might just throw in some extra rules for them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And, that way the, salty 40K player who's mad about Primaris still can say, oh, well, I got new Firstborn. I was forgetting the word. Sculpts to work with, and they're really good.
That's what they call the standard Marines.
Non-Primaris.
The non-Primaris, they call them the Firstborn.
Okay.
What's that look on your face, Caro?
Nothing. I'm not. Luckily, this is an audio elemental thingy, so nobody can see. It's fine. It's fine.
She's definitely not rolling her eyes, guys.
Mine are cooler because they've been around first. I like Primaris a lot, but regardless.
There's some good stuff. Mm-hmm. Indomitus, those are fantastic models.
Yeah, the Assault Intercessors are really, really cool.
That's literally the whole entire reason I picked them up was, they got guys with chainswords that are actually cool and
actually running.
Yeah.
Not just landing.
Standing there.
You got me, guys.
Like, check out my chainsword.
Yeah.
No, these guys are leaping forward.
Like a
really
true world leader would.
Yeah. You could easily.
Pretty good.
And, that would be one thing with 2 wound Marines that would really be good is, you're all of a sudden your World Eater's tactical squad with 20 guys now has 40 wounds.
We need 2 wounds on every Terminator at least.
Yes. Yeah. Dear God.
The 1 wound Terminators are...
It's nuts.
At this point, it just feels like a waste.
Yeah.
Especially the very early
I hope you enjoy
rules.
paying this 45, 50 points for this special Terminator. Oh, sorry.
You rolled that one.
That was a lucky bolter pistol.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
That's...
even if they start again with a new rule set, I really hope they will also update older rules. Because the power creep is there, and the really old first models you had, I think it was like Emperor's Children, like Imperial Fist. Those rules eventually just were so bad. I mean, yes, they were around longer, but
I think
some are viable, but a lot of them, over the span of a decade.
Yeah, World Eaters have gotten updates.
Yep.
That have really been kind of game changers for them. But Emperor's Children have not gotten a lot of love in a long time. Death Guard still hold up pretty well.
Imperial Fist didn't get anything good either, did they?
Not really, but their basic rules are still really good. So,
yeah, you can't say no to Bolter Drill.
BS5 and Tank Hunting Last Cannons are never not good and stubborn in cover
But 1 wound Terminators.
Yeah.
As a guy who's got like 80 Terminators,
it's tragic.
it hurts.
My Cenobites are 1 wound.
Really?
Yes.
Oh no, the
nuts.
Cinnabons.
That's nuts.
Even in the book, so they updated the PDF before the book came out, and then gave the sergeant 2 wounds.
Okay.
And then the book came out, and the sergeant's back to 1 wound.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, maybe they didn't change it early enough.
It wasn't in the FAQ either.
Oh, that sucks.
So make up your mind.
That really sucks.
Yeah.
But regardless, when you're pumping out 45, 50 points for a Terminator,
Yeah. Give them 2 wounds.
that can die from 1 bolter pistol.
Honestly, having played a fair amount of Sons of Horus players over the years, they're same. I mean, the Reavers are, comparable points to a Terminator.
Mm-hmm.
And, same deal. You got power armor. 1 wound. Come on, guys. Like, I'm just going to shoot you with a bolter and you're probably going to die.
1 bad roll away from death.
I know.
Yeah. That's it.
We need to move this to a D10 system
Oh no.
and just make it that more.
That would be a long game.
And
Dear
But think
God.
of how much expansion you can go with that.
but you cannot stack to dice nicely in a tower, so I don't think it's gonna work.
You got to be very, very, very careful with it. But the granularity you can achieve with a D10 system, that's 4 more pips, guys.
Oh no.
Go to a D20. Just full D&D mode.
I mean,
there we go.
We have the technology.
Let's just make a D&D Warhammer Space Marine rule. It's fine. We're gonna do that.
Okay, just for gits and shiggles, I looked up how much the Legion Scimitar pattern check bites. They're $33 a piece, basically. They're $128 for 3 bikes.
Yeah.
Okay,
don't-
they're cheaper than I remember, but at the same time, it's
$47 for a single one. So
Oh, what?
$47 for a single
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay,
Yeah,
that makes more sense. I was like, yeah,
I do not have that kind of spending money, and
No.
I mean, I don't even have
but
kids or anything.
That's one of the few models that you actually save by buying in bulk.
Yeah,
Wow.
you really do.
Yeah.
You don't get too many of those.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
GW and Forge World, unless they're in a box set.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, overall, I would still say this was just. It's gonna be exciting to see what's gonna come out, and if they're gonna keep on pushing some new things out into the world, or if they just wait,
Mm-hmm.
or if we just have to have more leaks. Whoever leaked this, awesome. Thank you very much, person.
Seriously.
First place I saw it was King Fluff on Facebook.
Well, King Fluff, thank you very
So
much.
thank-
I appreciate it,
I
and
owe
I
you a beer,
love
buddy.
your name.
Yeah, if we're ever across the pond, we'll swing by.
Yes. Wait. Where's he at? England.
I'm assuming so.
It's gonna work out somehow.
But so that's what's been new up in the internet world for Horus Heresy lately. As far as things going on around here, let's see, we've been playing a lot of Titanicus. It's been fun. Like I've played more Titanicus now since we got vaccinated. Since I played before the pandemic started. So
Yeah.
that's pretty fun.
I mean, it's nice. It's compact, and the models don't melt if you leave them in a car.
Yeah, okay.
A non-burning car, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't set your car on fire and put your ATM collection in there.
Yes, but Jesse's car is black, so it's very close to burning in Virginia.
Yeah, I'm never.
yeah.
I don't know why I bought a black car. I'm never buying a black vehicle ever
He's a
again.
dark angel through and through. But regardless, it is. I painted one model for a friend, and it is a lot of fun. I would just need to dive into the rules and maybe play, but meh.
And they are a lot of fun.
Everything is a lot of fun if you ask the right people.
Like you played a little bit of Battlefleet Gothic too, right?
Yes, and what did I do? I think I blew a hole into existence and destroyed 2 ships.
Yeah, on your first game.
Yeah, but I think that's a tradition.
Warp drive implosion.
Yes, because I rammed the other ship. I was playing.
You do.
Yeah, please. If you don't use your giant ship to ram the other giant ship, what are you even doing there?
Yeah, there's like orders and stuff, so it feels there's a lot of similarities there. I think you'd pick it up real quick.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm also very smart. Thank you.
And AT is a beautiful game just in that, you can stop by in the afternoon, have a game done in 3 hours.
Yeah.
And, it's not an all-day affair unless you want it to be, in which case you sip cocktails all day and bring down Titans.
And you do not have over 50 models on the ground unless you play a really crazy thing. Please don't do that.
Unless you play like a bunch of knights, then it looks like...
Can you have 50 knights?
I'm sure
you totally could have 50 knights.
Oh my.
I think Jason's working towards that.
Yes, he is.
Okay, if anybody manages to do this before, please send a picture. I would love to see that.
Yeah. I think my AT collection is 10 models. Bet it's good. It's perfect. It's like, 25, 3,000 points.
Yeah, and that'll get you pretty much whatever you need.
Yeah,
I don't think,
that's
I don't think 2,500. I think is a big standard game.
Yes, honestly, haven't done
2,000 feels pretty.
2,000 is like the standard. I think 2,500 is like the sweet spot of like you bring exactly what you wanted.
Yeah,
and your opponent can do the same, and it's not taken all day.
Mm-hmm.
Steven and I did a 2,500 last 2 Fridays ago, and it was great.
Nice.
And he had to quit the field to tend to his girlfriend because he was a coward.
Yeah, we started playing at Battlegrounds the other day and forgot they close at 8.
Oh, yeah.
So we were...
I thought it was 9.
No, most nights it's 8.
Yeah. On the weekdays, it's usually 8. So we had to cut our game short because we thought it was closing at 9.
Yeah.
Which, when you have an hour of expected playtime, is, I guess we better just pack up
we'll
now.
Take no time. No. Yeah,
because we're not those people. We will pack up before.
Yeah.
It's time to leave.
I think I came in there like 8:05 one time to just browse, and the girl came up and was like, "Hey, sorry, we're actually closed." I'm like, "Well, I feel like a dick."
It happens. I once walked into a fast food store and tried to order, and they were just about to close. The door just wasn't unlocked.
Did you go full Karen? Did you just...
No, this was like this was in 2016. I barely spoke English and just stared at them like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry," and walked out.
You could just start shouting at them in German, and they probably...
Why would I do that? People are...
Pants.
What? No. See, in 2016, I could not even understand them.
Oh.
There were a bunch of people in front of me who just told me something, and I stared at them. Then, slower? And then I left it because I just couldn't believe at that point why a fast food store would close at 7.
Why would
weird.
the fast food close store?
I don't know.
That is strange. What restaurant was this?
I don't remember. It was in the middle of nowhere.
Fair. Okay.
And yeah, regardless. Then I went to Walmart because that never closes, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Some Walmarts aren't 24 hours. It's weird.
America.
I know.
Confusing.
All right. So, I think it was a episode or two. I'm going to drag us back up. Episode 2, we were talking about what we're going to do as far as new episodes in the future.
Oh, yeah.
I have the results of a poll I put up on our Patreon, patreon.com/RR30K podcast.
And guys, this poll, it was close.
It was very close. But I'm looking here, and it looks like Alpha Legion actually snuck out.
Seriously?
Nice.
So Alpha Legion, we'll be working on a episode for Alpha Legion players.
Somebody's
Then we'll do
better.
a World Eaters and a Night Lords. World Eaters and Night Lords will probably be next.
Really?
Nice.
And then we'll go from there.
Imperial Fist voters, what happened?
You got 4. You got 4 votes.
Haha. I mean, what are you expecting?
More votes?
There's only one that
I should get on that.
There's only one that got 0 votes.
Ultramarines. Tell me it was
No.
Ultramarines.
No.
Oh.
Mac listens.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Yeah. I mean, he might not be listening now after that first half of this episode, but no, that wasn't the one.
Salamanders.
No. Salamanders got 2.
Because of the way you look at me, it might be Emperor's Children.
No.
Blood
Oh,
Angels.
nice.
No.
Raven Guard.
No. All right.
White Scars?
Nope. All right.
Space Wolves.
Yes.
I thought Woofies would be more popular. Everybody loves puppies.
The 6th Legion
everybody hates space
6th Legion got no love out of that.
But everybody hates space wolves. Everybody does love puppies, but
And they're puppies.
everybody
Just
loves
ugly
puppies,
puppies.
but everybody hates furries. So,
Yeah.
yeah, they're on the wrong side of that divider.
Or Viking Bros.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, from the scale to furry or to Viking bros, yeah, this is Space Wolves together.
Literally the worst of both worlds.
With our powers combined, we are the Volk of Enrica.
We're the vocal from Rico.
I mean, their fluff isn't that bad, but just nah.
I know you were freaking out in the book Wolfsbane, where Russ goes through the trials, and you're like, "This is just goddamn."
Yeah, this was like somebody was super fucking lazy and decided, you know what?
Oh, Norse mythology.
Yeah, let me just copy this and
Let
make
me just
it
stick
shitty.
this in a Black Library book.
Right, and make it shitty because it's Lehman Russ and nobody cares about him.
Man,
Yeah.
there's been
Yeah.
some harsh words on this episode today, and I try to keep this this podcast pretty relaxed.
Guess
so,
what? Lehman
I'm
Russ is a
sorry.
dumbass
man?
for leaving Terra, wasting half his legion on a fool's errand.
I mean, to be fair, he stabbed Horus, and if he would not...
Yeah, they're going to have to retcon like the entire established lore of the heresy just to fix his screw up
I mean,
What do
have
you
you
mean?
been reading Siege of Terra lately?
a bit.
Okay, that retcon's
Bit.
there.
I mean, yeah, it is. It definitely is.
And that happens if you have so many... Well,
I mean, they can't expect to have completely gone word for word for that two-page story in a White Dwarf a couple decades ago.
I mean,
it was a good story, though.
people have been harping on the Iron Cage for like the last 6 years, and that's basically what that was like some blurb in a White Dwarf 8 years ago. 20 years ago, more like.
The internet never forgets,
Yeah, we
especially not your sins.
I'm a Dark Angels player. Don't you think I know that?
Oh, I never let you forget anything.
But yeah, so
I mean, to be fair,
For what now?
the Dark Angels have a lot of shitty moments in their own books.
Yes,
for
they
sure.
do. They do.
In fact, exclusively in their own books, I feel like.
Yeah, Caliban was not a great book, and
reading Mortis,
oh god,
bring the light.
do you need to leave the room here now?
No. Actually, I'm going to now just thank our listeners
Thank you, listeners.
for another great. Thank you for this episode that we're talking about. Never mind. Thank you, listeners.
Thank you
for
your
listening.
support.
Thank you for your support.
Yeah, thanks.
We greatly appreciate you guys. Yeah, Jared makes some good drinks. So
Yeah, also sorry for being very negative about so many legions, but
I'm not sorry.
no, I'm also not sorry about my opinions, but I don't want to hurt people. Not too much, at least.
that's fair. But I definitely want to thank our patrons out there who support us financially for getting this equipment and trying to make this podcast sound just as good as we can get it.
Yes, and you guys are gonna get stickers, and you can buy stickers.
New
So many
stickers
stickers
are coming soon.
soon. There
Yeah.
we
Oh,
go.
so, yeah. I forgot to mention.
Oh
so
yeah, there's a web shop now.
yeah.
You guys can buy your own Remembrance Street t-shirts and mugs.
Yep,
Really
and not
pretty
go
mugs.
through Teespring
Yes,
on rr30k.com.
they look pretty.
We now have a swag store,
Did
which you order through Printful. Is the company that I use for my t-shirts. That's not a plug. I just simply one day I was like, I need to make my own t-shirt. I use this company. Wow, this was a pretty good t-shirt.
The t-shirt is soft. The print is good. It's a really good shirt. Really comfy. Buy 10 of them and always wear them.
But it delivers to most countries, including Australia. And I think I double checked. It looks like the post is actually pretty reasonable for some of it.
Nice.
Even Australia.
No,
We got mugs out there. The mugs are a little bit pricey for shipping,
but they're huge, aren't they?
but they're good mugs. Like I have a couple of those good mugs, and they're really nice.
They are taking over the kitchen.
But
slowly.
patrons, you guys get coupons where you can use in the store for, I want to say it's 10% and 25% off, depending on your tier. New sticker coming out with World Eater, who probably killed one of us and is now holding the headphone.
I wonder who we would kill.
Yeah, we'll be sending those out next month to patrons.
Bring it.
If you recently became a patron at the $5 or above, I should
Thank
send you
you.
out some sticker in the mail. If you haven't gotten it yet, contact me.
Become full Karen, it's fine. Or try to be nice.
But again, I'd like to thank all of our patrons, which we had a few new ones over the couple weeks ago. So starting with our Praetor tier, Alex Self, our new Praetor, Taco Tuesday or Bus 22 Rock and Roll McDonald's. Thank you so much. Thank
10
you.
out of 10.
Yeah.
Name choices.
Chris
Thank
Mack,
you.
Gardner.Tree of Woe, Joe from Music City Heresy, Luke Rizzuto, Matthew Boyce, Mr. Baldwick, Nick Quinga, and Sar Luther. Our Legion Centurions, Aaron Maynard, Andrew N., Angry Boy, Dave Jones, Duncan, Jerry Austin, John Christensen, M. Tanzer, Queen Corswain, Scott LeMay, and the original Applesauce. And our Legion Sergeants, Agrippina, Emily O'Hare, Garrett Lowe, Gore Crow, Mr. Sear, Nicholas Gillen, the entirety of Legio Audax, the Zoe, and What Do I Call Myself? Once again, thank you guys for your support. We greatly appreciate it.
The wind beneath our wing.
And as far as that goes, that's all I have for tonight.
Guys, become more hard. Ignore anything Imperial Fist says. Enjoy your night. Goodbye.
Yeah,
Or
if you're not having fun while doing this hobby, you're probably in the wrong hobby, or
the people around you who are playing the hobby.
Yeah, don't hang out with assholes.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, please.
But
Be
in the
kind to
meantime,
yourself.
Yeah, be kind to yourself. Keep those dice rolling, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye for now. But it definitely is a new Spartan because one's got like new molding on the front, and Jeremy Azul. I got dog on me.
Harry.
Oh God.
Come here.
There we go.
You get it?
Yeah, we're good. We're fine. All right, at 10 minutes.
Ares destroyed it all.
Okay.